Alright, beastlings, I'm Mythic, and let's bite into 10 years on YouTube officially. 10 years ago, on December 6th, 2011, I created my very first gaming channel. So, here we are, 10 years of YouTube. A while ago, I made a video, like, hard work is irrelevant. I'll leave the video link in the description, where I also was like, okay, 10 years on YouTube. Like, I haven't hit it officially yet, but I just wanted to, like, ramble, which is what I'm doing now. Yes, let's take a little trip down the memory lane. I don't have a script for this video, I just have like pinpoints of stuff I want to talk about, so I'm sorry if I ramble too much. I'll try to fix it by editing out stuff, but we'll see how that goes. And something else I wanted to mention. Yeah, I don't really have much footage from my very first channel, I apologize. I have like one clip and few pictures of me just like from the face cam view, so let us begin. I first found out about gaming on YouTube when my friend showed me videos from Yummy Mash. They were Nightmare House 2 videos, and I really found the concept of playing a game, especially horror game, and having your live reaction in the corner at the same time. So when a jump scare happens, people can see your actual reaction. I found that very fascinating, and I knew I wanted to try it out. So I created a channel. Had to pick a name for your channel, and at the time I had just discovered the movie Vampires Suck, which is a parody of Twilight. That's a pretty good one. I like parody movies, like scary movies and stuff. Here I am rambling again. So my favorite song from that movie was called Succubus, and I was like, okay, so that's a demon name, that's cool, right? Let's name my channel that, without actually looking more into specifically what kind of demon. I'm sorry, I didn't know. So here's few facecam pics. One is with Yuko, I believe, and others are just kinda random. And here's a facecam footage, where I started a video and accidentally knocked my drink over. I got my own problems. You fool! And here's another footage of, they actually have the game footage as well, of me playing Curse of the Blackwater, there you go, that's what it was. I closed the freaking game, I pressed caps lock. I don't know why that game just exited out when you accidentally pressed caps lock, which is what I said, that I pressed caps lock, the game exited, because I tried to press shift, but I pressed caps lock, so the game crashed. I don't know why. And I started with just my laptop, which it wasn't even a gaming laptop, it was Dell something, you know, just for regular use laptop, and the built-in webcam into that laptop. So the facecam quality was horrible. The clips that you just saw are with, I actually used my phone to record the facecam because the built-in webcam was that bad. And the headset, of course. Yeah, it was Logitech, like F540 or something like that, kind of a headset. Which, by the way, the range on that wireless headset, it was way better than freaking Razer Ultimate, you know. Come on, Razer, step up your game. When I walk into the kitchen with this on, all I get is beep, 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 out of range. It's like, because I remember in the old days with the Logitech headset, I could easily go to the bathroom with it, just keep listening to music. So yeah, and I would use the microphone on the old headset, that it went up like this, and then you would get it down, not retractable like this one, like Razer has. So yeah, very minimal, just to start off. And at the time also I only knew that Movie Maker, I think it was, for editing. I was like, it doesn't take two videos on top of each other, like I can't put facecam, what program do I need? It was a real struggle to start out, because I didn't know anything about how anything works. And oh my god, I don't have any, unfortunately I don't have any footage for you, but I remember all my videos were different sizes. And I don't mean like 720p, 1080p, 480p or something. I mean like legit, some were like square, some were widescreen, some were stretched out. Because I didn't know what dimensions were, how to render the video out to the same dimensions every time. I just hit like previously used dimensions, and there happened to be like a square there, so like some videos went to square sizes, and I just like, I didn't know anything. So good times. So right about that time I discovered a channel called LD Shadow Lady. I don't know if any of you know her. I actually tweeted her asking what program does she use for editing, and she actually replied that Camtasia Studio 8, so that's what I started using, I remember that. It's very user-friendly, if you will, because it's like easy to learn. So then maybe like a year or even less on the channel, I watched LD Shadow Lady's videos like every day, and she had some like Q&A videos as well, and she was asked, I think, my memory is like terrible. I think someone asked like what made you choose the name and stuff, and I remember she said that she added lady into the username so that people would know she's a girl when she's playing like COD or something competitive, or like where you don't like maybe talk, use like voice chat or whatever. It's just from the username people would know, and I really like that. So I created a new channel named something like Thunder Girl or something, because like, hey, I like thunderstorms and I'm a girl, so there you go, you know, I created that. I don't remember how long I stayed using that channel, but after a while it felt like it was just something, like the username wasn't me, it was just two words added together basically. Like it just didn't, like I wanted a username that was really as if it felt like it was my name. I don't know if it makes sense, but that was kind of my mindset, so that's when I created my third channel on November 23rd, 2013. Cats making noise in the background, and that was the previous channel to this one, and I have lots of footage from that, so I named the channel Moggy-tish, which, you know, Moggy it was given to me in school, my actual real life nickname, but now online I go by Mythic. Don't call me Moggy because you'll mess it up and call me Maggie, and I still hate that. So, very first video footage of that channel, you can see that my videos were 480p, because by then I realized I need widescreen dimensions. I just didn't know the actual sizes, that 480p, 720p, 1080p. At least I knew it had to be widescreen to fit YouTube. 640 by 480 was the only widescreen dimensions I knew, so that's what I went with. Didn't bother to look up any like other dimensions. So the beginning videos on the old channel, on the previous channel I should say, so everyone knows which one I'm talking about or whatever, they were that 480p. So I did a lot of horror, obviously, because that's what I fell in love with, that's what I found fascinating, but I also did some Happy Wheels and like some other Flash games that I saw Yummy Mesh play, so I was like, okay, they're online, they're free, I'll play them, because back then I didn't have Steam. When I started out I didn't have Steam, because I didn't know how it worked. I didn't have a credit card. When I actually finally started using Steam, I got permission from my sister to use her credit card. So it was really difficult just to like find games, because I couldn't buy games, because not only I didn't have a way to pay, I didn't have any money, I was a kid. So after playing a lot of games on my shitty laptop, it eventually gave out. Got the blue screen of death in May 2014. That's when my dad was kind enough to buy me a new PC. And I still remember the last video I recorded on my laptop before it broke, before it died. It was Dungeon Nightmares. I believe I can find a clip for that, maybe. I remember I started Outlast Whistleblower series when I got my new PC. That was one of the first videos I did. Oh yeah, I forgot about this pinpoint. I don't know how, but I managed to get my sister to play Slender on camera for a video for YouTube. I don't know how I managed. She must have been interested in like the horror aspect of YouTube, and there you go. Awesome. And you know, just kept pumping out videos, just enjoying playing games, editing, all that, and a year passed, and I actually found this cringy 1-year anniversary video, so here we go, enjoy. cringy? Oh, absolutely. But it's not that bad. So in February 2015, I moved in with my grandmother for a few months because my parents split up. Around that time, I recorded Stranded Deep for the first time. Tried out Stranded Deep. That went as well as if you remember. It's great. But I did enjoy it. You know, it was a fun new game, survival stuff, and I guess I could say I don't regret it. It's just a shame how it all went down later. Which we'll get to if you're unaware of what happened. I made a few videos with my best friend Yuko, and they were like a 7-second challenge where you have to tell the other person to do something and they have to do it in 7 seconds.
In 7 seconds, tell a story about unicorns.
Once upon a time, a unicorn flied and then it plunged into a rock and then it died. The end. Put this on in 7 seconds.
What? Like...
Yep, done.
Oh.
Good. How well do we know each other? So, next question. Favorite movie? My god.
That's so hard.
I would guess Fast and Furious, maybe?
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I thought maybe Carrie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so next question would be favorite TV show. Go
So
for
it's
it.
7 for
Yep, it's a point for you.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe yours would be ER.
Yeah, ER. ER or
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy, yeah. But ER is closer.
And who's more likely to? Who's more likely to die first in a zombie apocalypse? Done. And chill. Which I actually thought about bringing it back for this channel, doing like one video for this channel as well, because I found all the questions we used in those videos in the description. Thank you, past me. My past self. I was kind enough to actually put that in the description, so I don't have to go through all the video to find the questions. So we might do that. It all depends if she wants to. But yeah, so that was fun. And around that time, I also found the outro song I'm currently using as well. So that's around that time I started using that, because before that I went through a lot of like outro songs and stuff and tried out different things and stuff, but that's when I found this current one, Warrior Stance, I believe it's called, and stuck with it. Yeah, and I still mostly played horror around that time, but I also started to fall in love with non-horror games. And in April 2015, I made that video, part 14 for Stranded Deep, the rescue plane. I saw a plane flying in the sky, and I was like, ooh, it's a rescue plane. Like, I was joking. It wasn't actually implemented in the game that it's gonna land and rescue you. I was just like joking. I took out my flare, shot it in the air. I was like, rescue me, please. And like, I made fun with it, and I guess people hated it. Because eventually, not right away, it didn't take off right away, but eventually it made it to like over 1 million views, and the likes and dislikes were basically the same. There was a bit more likes than dislikes, but I don't know, people just hated it for some reason, I don't know. Which is why I also don't play Stranded Deep anymore. I made like one video on Stranded Deep on this channel, because I was interested in seeing the updates and stuff. And, you know, I wanna play it, because I haven't played it in such a long time, and they've added new animals, and they've updated it so much, and I kinda wanna play it, but it's just PTSD. It's like, at the back of my mind, I'm like, you do not play this game, it's not gonna end well. And also around that time, I'm saying around that time, right, a lot, I'm sorry, but around that time, I switched over from Camtasia Studio 8 to Sony Vegas Pro editing program, because I don't know how it is now, but back then in Camtasia you could get 30 FPS max, and I wanted 60 FPS, because that was possible for YouTube then. For my 2000 subscriber special, I ate chili peppers for the first time ever in my life. So I was like, what's such a big deal about it? I played this game, a World's Hardest Game, and I was like, every time I die, I take a bite. How bad can it be? And I died like 2 times with 2 bites. I'm like, I'm done. I can't handle spicy food. Plus my stomach's screwed up. I actually medically shouldn't be allowed to eat spicy food. So yeah, that was a big failure, but I tried. And it was also one of the last videos I recorded at my grandma's place, because soon after I moved to the city. Oh yeah, after freaking 20 parts or something, I got tired of Stranded Deep, so I took a break. There's only so much you can do in the game. So yeah, I took a break from Stranded Deep. I focused on other games. I remember I played the Harry Potter games for nostalgia. Well, I played the first game, I think, not all the games. yeah, because I played it as a kid in the past, you know, way before YouTube. I always used to live outside the city, so the internet was terrible. But now that I moved into the city, I could actually try out streaming for the first time because I got fast internet, so that was fun. In July, apparently, I ordered a green screen. Tried out that for my videos. Cool. And eventually, inevitably, I went back to Stranded Deep. I think I called it 2.0, you know, a fresh series. I deleted my other worlds and just started freshly. I think they also made like experimental mode where the way user bigger and more realistic and stuff, and so I started with Stranded Deep again, not only because they made updates and it had been a while, but also because that's what people wanted. I could be wrong, but I think around that time the rescue plane part, the 14th part of Stranded Deep from the original series I did, it took off more and I started to get more hate, so that's when I started a series called Reading Your Comments, which it actually started out as reading hate comments. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm actually gonna kill myself! For the first 2 videos I think I only read hate comments, but then people pointed out that hate shouldn't get all the spotlight, so I just turned it into reading your comments and then added in whatever, all the comments that I deemed worthy. Then 2 years passed for that channel, and I made a little thank you video about it, so it would have been November 23rd, 2015. I don't have anything special planned, I just wanted to make this little thank you video saying all to my active subscribers. Thank you all so much for sticking through this journey by my side. And in December that year, I hit 9,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for 9,000 subscribers, guys. I love you all. I'm gonna stream on Twitch, so if you... Well, yeah, phone went off. Sorry about that. I think I did a little thank you type of stream. I'm pressing there! Oh! I think by then I started to already earn a little bit of money from YouTube, so I started to upgrade my station, my gaming rig. I got the second monitor, I got the foam paddings, I got a new camera and a controller with very same one. And here we are, September 2016, I switched over to Adobe Premiere Pro editing program, which is what I use to this day. I think compared to Sony Vegas, it has less render times, so I was like, my time's valuable. It was back then. I uploaded 2 videos every single day on schedule, like Jacksepticeye I did, because he made a good point that people can expect the videos at the same time every day, and I was like, okay, I guess I can do that. I can't do that. I tried doing that and I got burned out so quickly, but that's not the point. The point is that around that time I switched over to Premiere Pro for editing. Premiere Pro really isn't that, I guess, user-friendly. It's difficult to start learning. I remember I tried switching over to Premiere Pro from Sony Vegas 3 times, and the 3rd time was Little Pink. The 3rd time was when I actually stuck with it. Those 2 times I tried to switch over, and the editing, it was just like, it was so complicated I just gave up and went back to Sony Vegas. But yeah, that time, the September 2016 is the 3rd time I tried, and the final time I was like, I'll stick to it. No matter what, I'll try. I want to switch over, because the render times on Sony Vegas were ridiculously long. Now that I'm used to Premiere Pro, I wouldn't switch to anything else. I love it. It has so many like options and gadgets, and which is why it was difficult to learn. But now that I'm familiar with it, I love it. And in November 2016, that must have been the 23rd, wink wink, I hit 3 years on that channel, and I think I made like a reaction video, yeah, reacting to my old videos, so maybe if you want, I can edit in a few clips from that. Hello everyone, I'm Magitesh and welcome to Happy Wheels. Oh my god, the cringe. Okay, I felt that. I already failed. I could have edited that out. I can't do this anymore. Oh, there are new features. Cool, got it. Thank you.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm stuck, oh my god!
Oh, look who's finally making borders around their face cam.
Bananas, we have chocolates.
This is so funny, I just like died. Who was that? It's Myrtle! It's Myrtle in the grave.
In her coffin.
work. Oh, it's open. What the hell? Oh, it's open. What the hell? That was such a fail. Okay, well, that was... So, in April 2017, I think it was around my birthday, near the end of April 2017, the creator of the video game, Sallyface, made a new logo for me after I requested. He did it for free, but I loved it so much that I actually ended up donating to him a bit. And that's what I use now. Everywhere. It's a rock that's been ripped up. Whatever creature you want, like a werewolf maybe. That's what it is, okay. A lot of people are like, what the hell is that logo? It's a rock. Also, around that time is the first time I came up with the idea of starting to hide Easter eggs in my videos, because I remember I did, back then, I did quiz videos, like I would take a quiz, whatever it is, like, oh, what's your spirit animal, like very random, but I did those like for videos, and in one, I think it was like, what mythical creature are you or whatever, in that video I hid a ghost in the background of my face cam or something, and from that I was like, oh hey, I should start hiding in every video one thing, so people can look for them as kind of like a little Easter egg hunt. So that's how that started. It was a different thing in every video, you know, so it wasn't an actual Easter egg back then. And autumn of 2017 is when I had my hair cut short again. I say again because in the past, when I was growing up, as a kid, I always preferred short hair. But then around 2013, which was coincidentally when I started that channel, I had the phase of, oh, I want to grow my hair out. And I grew it for like a few years. And then I got tired of it. And then I cut it off again. I remember I went to the hairdresser and she was like, I don't want to cut off all your beautiful long hair. And I'm like, I used to always have short hair. Like, I'm not going into a short hair phase now. I just had a long hair phase. I'm just now reverting to my old self. And around that time I was very obsessed with PUBG. I streamed it. I made videos on it. I couldn't win a damn match. Couldn't win a single one. Around that time, I had a dream that I dyed my hair grey. It's such a random dream. Not like a dream as in like a goal in life, but like actually I was asleep and I dreamed that I dyed my hair grey. I kind of had that idea at the back of my mind then for some time because of that dream. So I was like, all right, grey. I'll take that as the next goal for myself to do. So went to a hairdresser and so yeah, they wanted to do like bit by bit basically. We'll bleach your hair lighter a little bit this time, and then in a few weeks a little bit more and stuff. And I'm like, I want it all done now, immediately one day. And in December 2017, that was when I decided it would be such a good idea. I cut my hair, my own hair, for the first time. It came out a little too short, but again, it's the first time ever, and you know, hair grows back and whatever. But I was happy that I had the courage to try it out, and nowadays it's been, you know, like what, 4 years. I always, when I need my hair cut, I do it myself, and I don't feel nervous anymore about it. It's nice because I have the control. Then I can cut it the way I want it instead of having to explain to your hairdresser what you want it and then have them screw it up. So it's just I like to be in control. I'm a little bit of a control freak, so cutting my own hair is nice because I can have exactly what I want. And then January 2018, bleached my hair. It's the first time I went to white. I think it still stayed a bit like light yellowish, so I ordered this a dye that I still use to this day, this white silver dye. Tried it out, and the result was quite great. You know, it's that's why I stuck with it. That's why I haven't tried other dyes, because that works. I love the idea of having white hair because it's so unique. Because not only a lot of people don't even think about doing it, but a lot of people can't because their hair can't withstand a lot of bleaching, you know, it might like fall out. In March, same year, 2018, I changed my room around. I switched my table and bed location, and Yuko came over to help me, and it was a whole big mess. And because, you know, I changed my room around, this area here where the bed used to be here, it had now free space, so I ordered more of the foam paddings, and there's a clip of me like spraying the stuff, the glue all over everything and putting the foam paddings up. And you know, that was a bit stressful because it's not like we measured like by centimeter everywhere. I just kind of put it up like, it's good enough. So yeah, the full palette background is actually there at the other side of the room that I had in a few videos earlier on. And yeah. Oh, and in May, still same year, 2018, I decided to stop recording games for YouTube and rather stream the gameplay, and then I can like edit the streamed gameplay later for YouTube. So I started to stream it and then upload it to YouTube as well, cause yeah, by that most of my viewers were gone because I stopped playing Stranded Deep. I don't think I even mentioned it, but yeah, the second series, the 2.0, lasted only so long, you know, because again, I already did it everything in the past, you know. It's like I just gave up on Stranded Deep not long after I started the second series, and then people were like, oh, I stopped for Stranded Deep and you're not playing Stranded Deep, so I'm gonna stay subbed, but I'm not gonna watch any of your stuff. So I had a lot of subscribers, but like very little video views. So yeah, then I was like, you know what, I spent a lot of time recording gameplay and then editing and then uploading it to YouTube, and no one really cares. So instead of doing that, I just started to stream so people could come over to the stream and we can like interact more live, and that might be more fun, and it was. So that's when I decided to start streaming my stuff instead of just uploading. I did mention I had tried streaming before, but it was like a few times to like celebrate milestones or something. I streamed a bit in the past, but that's when I really started to stream everything, every game I did, and then later editing for YouTube. And in February 2019 was when I played Apex for the very first time, and I remember hating it. I was like, it's so robotic stuff, and like, I don't understand. I keep dying, and it's difficult. How are we supposed to know all the abilities all the characters have? And you know, but I stuck with it. I kept playing and trying more, and now I freaking love it. I'm still quite bad player. I die way too much, but it's definitely my favorite battle royale, because like I mentioned, you don't actually have to talk to people. You can just use the in-game voice chat, and I think it's actually cool that every character has unique abilities, unlike PUBG and Fortnite and whatever other battle royale games are out there. Every character is the same. They may look different because you're wearing a different shirt than another player, but you don't differ. Every character is the same, you know. And in July that year, 2019, I did a 14-hour stream of Apex. It wasn't in a row though, because like I played a bit, then I took a break to like eat or something, but then I started streaming again the same day, and altogether the streaming time of that day was 14 hours. By the end of it, I was so sleep deprived that I was trying to say, let's go to Skulltown. I was like, let's go to Shelly Scully. I was so sleep deprived, I could not just like function at all. And on that point, I miss Skulltown. I bring it back. It was so fun. I spent freaking 14 hours there. And in August 2019, I dyed my hair again. For a while I had it brown because I grew out the white, and then I cut it and I had it brown, but then I dyed my hair again, and I think it turned like bluish, even though I was aiming for grey. God damn it. And then in September 2019, I started this channel. There you go, September 5th, 2019. This channel started. It started with a different name though. It was Mythical Maggie. Maggie, but people keep calling Maggie, so eventually for this channel I was like, no, I'm changing it. But you know, that's coming up in the pinpoints when I actually changed the channel's name to Mythicarics, which, you know, you can just say Mythic. The end is just added so that it's unique enough so that if you Google it, only I will show up. But anyway, back then I created this channel, and that was really fun because I could replay all my favorite games, because in the past, on the old channel, I had to guess if I would like a game that was recommended to me, or if I found it interesting from like the screenshots and stuff, and then I bought the game and played it, and I was like, I don't really enjoy it. But now for this channel, I could replay all the games I already knew I loved, like Vampire, Mafia 2, What Remains of Edith Finch, Hellblade, Mad Max, Outlast, and a lot more. These are just to name a few. And that brings us to August 2020, which is when I changed the channel name. Finally, I had enough. And I remember making the update video after getting home from like 12-hour long road trip So the entire time I was on the road trip as well, I was like, what am I gonna change the name to? I wanna keep the Mythic, but I gotta change it a little bit to make it more unique and stuff. And I brainstormed the entire time I was on the road. I just knew I wanted to change the name today. That day, I couldn't wait any longer. So that's what I did. Brainstormed, came back home with the final answer and changed the name, made the update video and everything. And in September 2020, I tried out black hair. A few people didn't like it, but mostly I don't think anyone cared too much. I just wanted to try it out because I contemplated black hair in the past years ago, but I never did it. So I don't know, I accidentally cut my hair too short and I figured, hey, I'll try out black hair now. What better time than now? So I kept it black for a few months till my roots grew out again and I could go back to white in January 2021, I think. And that's also when I made the previously mentioned in the beginning of this video, the 10-year video that hard work is irrelevant. You need luck to grow on YouTube and personality, because my Stranded Deep video took off, got a lot of subscribers, but people didn't stick around for me. They stuck around for Stranded Deep. So when I finished Stranded Deep, they didn't care about other stuff I was doing, because I guess I'm just not that likable as a person, am I? Yeah, so this year I've just been playing a lot of video games. My favorites include Plague Tale, because I played that with my best friend, Yuko. That was really fun, just sitting down, the two of us, like playing a game with a friend. It was cool. I remember I did the first part with her, and after that she was like, can we like make it our series? Because like, I want to be there to play the whole thing. Like, she didn't actually play, she just like sat next to me when I played, but it was still so cool to just like spend time together. And I believe they're coming up with another game. My voice is being weird. Plague Tale something. I think we'll play that together as well. And yeah, I feel like I am losing my voice because I've been talking like an hour in a row. Cool. And also Red Dead Redemption 2. Freaking oh my god, I completely fell in love with that game. I still remember finishing, like stopping the stream for the day because I had enough footage and just being like, I'll just play off screen a little bit, I'll go play poker or something, not actually like in the game, not actually do missions, because I want to keep that for like actual do it on stream, but I still wanted to play, so I would either just go play poker or just ride around with my horse, or I was so in love with Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's still one of my favorite games to this day, I think. And that brings us to the last pinpoint I have here, that just recently I've been trying out shorts. I've been turning the like funnier clips from my gameplay into the short dimensions, put the face cam up there and stuff, and yeah, I've been trying out shorts because YouTube is really pushing those out more to whoever wants to watch. And I think one of my shorts, or a few of my shorts, hit like over 2,000 views, so that's cool. Hope people are enjoying. That's the story of me. That's my journey on YouTube. Thank you for taking this trip down the memory lane with me. I appreciate it. And here's the typical stay mythical. Take care, beastlings.